So once again, I got to tell you, I am thrilled that this is happening in Bangkok. We are one stop. We're probably about 10 sois down from where we're staying at Thong Lor. So I think they're taking these out at least several stops. And of course, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to replace this all with white fiber. There's the telecommunications of Thailand. So they do have underground ductwork probably. But anyway, so what we did is we cruised down to, and this is kind of nice. I actually, I don't get bummed when I see any statue, quite frankly, of their leaders. But this is very few times do I see the Queen, so that's really awesome. And to be fair, I don't know her name, so that is a bummer. In any case, all the way down there, past this building on the left, is Dinosaur Planet. And for the most part, with like movies and attractions and that sort of thing, I'm rarely swayed by reviews, especially with movies. I'm just kind of like, no, I'm gonna go see what I think for myself. But we got there, and there were a whole bunch of families with children, like 4 and 5 year old children. All the reviews seemed to indicate that it was enjoyable if you were 6 years old, and it kept you entertained if you were 4, 5, 6, whatever. And it's 815 baht, but they discounted, and so it's like about 600 per person. But as Gracie said, for that kind of money, we'd rather eat pizza. So anyway, so we've come to, I'm gonna make sure I pronounce this one correctly. It does begin with Ben, but I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. Although that's sort of entertaining over there, these twirlers. I'm not quite sure. I assume they're doing it to practice for some degree of parade that they're probably in as part of their school. But in any case, so there's EM Quarter. I think you can maybe pick out the sign over there. And that's Emporium malls right there, respectively. And this is all in Thai. So sadly, I'm not getting the name of it. It's warm today, right? I mean, it's Bangkok. But it's overcast, but I got to tell you, I absolutely adore it. The other thing I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to share the link to our next Airbnb, which we haven't even checked into yet. It is in Noble Remix 2, which is the building basically behind ours. So if you were to stand out on our balcony and look at that building, then that is Noble Remix 2. And it's a very similar type of setup. It's basically a studio, so it is a little smaller, but it's also a little cheaper. And it has everything we need. Because quite frankly, we don't really necessarily need a living room with a separate couch, and certainly don't need a second TV. But the woman is Art, and I'll put the link to her listing below, because we're actually the first people to stay there. And because we're leaving tomorrow for Phuket for 4 days, and we won't be at her place till Thursday, I asked her, I said, hey, so is there a place in the facility, like, does Nobel Remix have any storage? And she says, well, no, of course, it's not a hotel. I said, that's fair. She said, but you can leave your bags with us. I thought, okay, great. Well, she actually took us up to the place and gave us the key early. And we're the first people to stay there, actually. She just put it on Airbnb. So while I love the fact that she's so gracious and kind, she was a little nervous because she's never done this before. But I'm also going to probably give her some tips, like, you probably don't want to do that. If for no other reason, then someone could want to rent tomorrow. And if our bags are in there, but also she could, be lost revenue. So we saw these when we were at Lumpini Park. And so I don't know, like, what they are. Like, are these toys that Euris knows about? Like, are these like little superheroes or something? They seem to be popular. And And even these little things are taller than you, Gracie. She gave me the shush, so apparently I need to be quiet around children. So anyway, back to the Airbnb. So this woman, she's just fantastic, and I met her whole family actually. So I met her son and her daughter. She wanted to give her son the opportunity to show me all of the things that were available and to basically check me in, because he's getting his bachelor's degree in hospitality and hotel management. So that was nice. That was a good opportunity for him, as well as Mom, to see how he did. He was gracious. He was incredibly proper. He was very professional, and his English was great. He's at a major university here in Bangkok. So that was good. It was neat to be a part of that. And then all 7 of us got in the elevator and went down. So they have our luggage, so that would be great. And we have the key. So anyway, so we're over at this park, and I can't remember. And all the signs are in Thai, so I don't know what it's called. Do you remember what this park is called?
Chichini.
Yeah, BenChaSiri. Yeah. So.
It's like
Right. Yeah, she's pulling out some Spanish name. Probably her favorite Korean actor friend.
It sounds like that.
It does sound like that. So we'll figure out exactly where we're at. But this is actually kind of nice. I like being here. Although interestingly enough, it's a smaller park, yet there's more people in it than that large one that we were at yesterday. But anyway, yeah, so we basically said no thanks to Dinosaur Planet. Probably not for us. And all the reviews basically just said don't waste your money. So I didn't waste our money. We came over here for free. So we're going to, we'll walk around, we'll check this out. I'll show you what it's got. This is really neat. I see this at actually a lot of public places in Southeast Asia, is exercise machines that people can come to for free and use and relax. A lot of these grounds and the people on the little blankets over there just hanging out, it sort of reminds me of Singapore, but that's probably because I'm at a park and it's 100 degrees outside. But it's neat, man. I really dig it. I'm glad that they keep things like this, and they keep them up, and they keep them clean. And so anyway, I think it's going to rain today, but whatever, we're waterproof. So we'll check that out. Check in soon.